Good morning. Last night was pure magic. It was completely quiet all night long. No crunching from the fallen leaves. The lake was still. There was no wind. It's crazy that a forest that's so alive was completely just asleep, silent. I found myself waking up a few times throughout the night just to listen a little bit longer to the silence. Truly such a gift. Nights like that, you just don't get. There's always something going on. And to be able to just enjoy it for hours was beautiful, truly beautiful. So let's take a moment for this breakfast. The pancakes did not work out, and I didn't feel like taking the hot dog out. So this is it. So even after that amazing night, I just didn't have it in me. I was fighting really hard to stay. It was so beautiful, but there was something just driving me to want to go home. I was even feeling this way yesterday, but I was just fighting it. It was really tough. Well, it's another day, and we are now at Bennett Brook. This is pretty much the day. So yeah, it's about 8 kilometers and 2 river crossings. And first part of it is pretty easy. It's a walk along a 4x4 trail. And then the second portion is really strenuous. I am very nervous about this guy. The forecast said there was no rain at all, but these clouds are kind of telling me otherwise. I guess there's only one way to find out. Good news is it should only be about 3 hours or so, and it's almost 11:30 right now. So, yeah. Well, I remembered when I was snowshoeing here that this little place right here, right about a kilometer up, has cellular service. Not very much, but enough. It's really stunning. I'm up on a hill-ish. All right, we're approaching the next portion of the trail, which is some pretty steady switchbacks. No bikes allowed. Hear that? That's the water. We're almost to the water crossing. And the best part, besides the water crossing itself, is knowing it's down there. 2.4, at least another hour. It is almost 1:30. Here we go. I'm gonna show you this waterfall and this view. Look at the first look together. How does that sound? Ah, here we go. Another one of Fundy Parks. Beautiful treasures if you take the time to hike in, or you get to watch it on video. Look at this. I love going swimming here in the summer. It's one of my favorite places. There's eels in these waters, but that's okay. I didn't mind them, but bald eagle, look, look, look. Oh my gosh, can you see that? Can you see it? So yeah, back to the waterfall. You can bathe, sunbathe on those rocks. It looks almost tempting enough to go in. Hopefully I'll remember to put a picture in of the winter of this right here. And then over here, this is your water crossing, which really isn't that bad. I'm still gonna take off my boots. Here, look at this. It's just like a postcard. Stunning. I love it. I absolutely love it here. Alright, on to this hardcore water crossing. Yes! I'm so happy it's not hardcore. And here's the second water crossing. Not bad at all. Probably up to the knees. I just had a rinse off in that water. I think it's probably about 12 out. I don't know, I'll have to check, but it's cold to my nose. But I used to do ice baths, that's it. I used to do ice baths, and oh, I miss it. It's so refreshing. Oh, I feel a lot better though. Only another hour or so till camp. I have a feeling we've got a Fundy footpath hill ahead of us, because this looks like it is a journey upwards, a strenuous climb, I think I remember, but it all made this worth it, like getting cleaned up a little bit and freshening up myself after almost 2 days. Whoop. And me and the pumpkins are doing another river crossing. But yeah, that's strenuous AF. It looks, hopefully there's switchbacks. I think there is. When you wish for switchbacks, that's the day. But almost to Marven Lake too. I'm super excited. I love CM2. It's my favorite campsite because in the summer the bullfrogs are so loud. Oh, I just need to stretch for a minute. I would be no question swimming in that water for a long period of time instead of just to go, oh my god, it's so cold, oh my god, it's so cold. Because that, it looks like a little swimming place right there. It's so pretty. I'm so glad I stuck through this. I just wanted to turn around so many times, but I stuck through it. We did it! We're almost there. Wish me luck. Here we go. My hands are so, I'm so cold right now. Going up this hill is gonna fix everything. Going up this hill is gonna fix everything. I'm so cold. It's gonna fix it. Yay. 2.4 left to camp. I'm gonna show you this now while I'm kind of in a safe area to do so, but that's where I just crossed the water. I know these cameras are no good at depth, so, and that's, yeah. We got this though. Gotta warm up. I accidentally, well not accidentally, decided to make the smart decision to cross the water crossing, not where they recommended, but down a little bit. And I was literally almost waist deep. It was cold. It bit. My sweater, I mean, is wet and I'm cold. All right, let's get walking and warm up. All right, that was pretty insane. Those are some of the sketchiest switchbacks. I do not remember doing this trail. I think I would remember coming down. I'm coming up, but coming down would be terrifying. I'm about, if you see, at the same height as the mountains that I was just staring at from down there. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to check the elevation on that, but I still have more to go. I just stopped for a check-in. So this is where the bald eagle was earlier. And yeah, still cold. Those hills did not warm me up, but that's okay because I'm hoping a fire will. Okay, onward and upward. I don't know, something about a fall forest after the leaves fall. I did this a few years ago in northern New Brunswick on a through hike, and it was just, I know it's not the prime season, but it's so beautiful and there's nobody here. I might have seen 5 people today, and I was on decently popular trails. So yeah, I don't know. I like the forest like this. I really, really do. I definitely am grateful, very, very grateful. And I'm taking every moment that I can in, and look at that sky. It's so nice. Thank goodness it cleared up a little bit. And I'm feeling decently warm now. My feet are warm and my fingers are no longer red, so that's good. This is, it's hard to put the camera down. Wow. Look at, oh. Beautiful. I see a sign ahead. So I'm gonna take one last moment. This is it for the remainder of the Bennett Lake Trail. Solitude. It won't be like this tomorrow because it's a bunch of popular day trails, but I'm taking this last moment to hear the crunching of the leaves on my feet and see these beautiful trees. Let's do this and hear that wonderful plane. Yep, we're here. Sweet. All right, this is what we have left. We are here, and we are gonna be there. I think it's about a kilometer. Yeah, it's a kilometer, duh. All right, let's go. basically a 4-wheel path for the remainder. So Chambers Lake, it's a decent campsite. Oh, fishing restrictions doesn't apply. 0.8, so 10 more minutes. My nose is running and I'm cold and I'm not wearing a sweater, but 10 more minutes. Let's do this. Happy Halloween. I don't know why I'm so excited to be here in this forest. I love it here. I don't know. My mood has gone completely different. It's like the minute I got to the top of that mountain, everything just changed. Probably because we're in like Fundy footpath territory. We're getting close to where the Fundy footpath. I think we're actually, yeah, we are kind of, but not walking on the Fundy footpath. So, if that makes sense. Anyways, I'm here. Oh my gosh, look at this bag. It's so big. Get it off me. Get it off me. Just fall, because you're gonna. Get it off me. I love this site. I love this site. We're back. I feel like I can't yell, but there's nobody here. Sorry, squirrels. We're back. I'm so excited. There's where we set up camp. All right, let's do this. All right, so actually, why am I at this table? I didn't even bring my stuff and put it on it. It's a brand new table, but I had to go for the rustic one. Oh, this is better. Oh. So, yeah, there is no water sources here, and I don't know, I think I just pulled out of the swamp last time, which is really sad, but I'm gonna have to go for a walk and try to get some water. Of course, went and put a Nun tab in my water when I arrived here because I don't know why I assumed there was water. There's a very questionable water source kind of near the bathroom, so I'm not using that for to drink, that's for sure. Like this tank pad. Yeah, no. And the other people were setting up, it looks like down there where the wood is, where the bear hang is, and where the bathroom is, and it's a little swampy there too. So I was like, yeah, no, I don't want to put my tent that close to where my food is, even though I probably smell really much like delicious hot dogs. Going to try to have a glass of wine and relax. I've got this wine. I got it. Matches all the color vibes, eh? Yay! Even though I can't really rinse out the glass. It's going to be my coffee glass tomorrow. But I think all else fails. Worst case scenario, I have 1 liter of water, and even though it's flavored, and what I'll do tomorrow is I'll just get up, get packed up right away, and then get to my first water source, kind of sit down and make coffee and stuff like that there. I brought a breakfast that you're supposed to have overnight like an overnight oats, but I'm not doing it with orange flavored water, so I might just be having macaroni salad tomorrow for breakfast, which I'm fine with anyway. So I was supposed to take you to the Marven Lake, so I'm gonna take you there before it gets too dark. So while we're on our way, this is the spot I was talking about. The campsite's up there. It's a bit of a walk uphill and downhill. I should have stayed at the other site because it did have more, it was more logically sensible. Everything seemed close by, but so yeah, that's the bear hang and the wood pile, little wood cutter. I was gonna do a time lapse of cutting the wood, but you know, oops. So this trail is a bit swampy. I'm gonna take you down. I'm not using that, but it is, no, don't even think about it. Gross, eh? So yeah, this is a pretty swampy path. Let me see. Like that's, like, I don't know about that X shape. I don't know. It's really muddy, so I'm not terrified of bears, but I definitely don't want to really run into one. But coyotes or coyotes. There we go. Here's a good one. Like, I don't know. Probably overanalyzing these prints, but anyways, yeah, I am scared of coyotes. I am. They travel in packs. Some of them are half wolves, half dogs, and people have been hurt and killed by them. And it's getting more and more. But yes, on a good note, this is Marven Lake. So you can understand why I don't consider this really a water source. And even up there, you can't really get to it. And I'm sure this is like game trails, because they're pretty muddy everywhere. It's all swampy from here on in. And there's a specific, you shouldn't go past here. But yeah, in the summer, it's pretty amazing here. There's bullfrogs, and I mean a lot of bullfrogs. And they are so loud. And then on top of that, if you sit here and you listen to the bullfrogs, you will start to see fireflies. And they are everywhere too. Just picture this in the night with bullfrogs and fire, like the sound of bullfrogs and seeing the fireflies. It's truly a stunning place. You can see why I wanted to camp here. But just not thinking clearly about the water source. No idea what I did last time. I think I probably used the lake, which is why it turned out so special. The sun's starting to go down. Oh, I forgot. Check. Amazing place. Check. One more off the box. Yeah, it's the Fundy Biosphere. Pretty cool. But I've already been here, but it doesn't count. I'll admit. Here, look at this. So I used to call that a broken chickadee, but because it sounds like a broken chickadee. See, it's like the chickadee, but I think that's a gray jay, and they're little camp snatchers or whatever you call them. The sun peeking out from the trees and the broken chickadees. So let's do a quick gear talk before it gets dark. I don't know what I've done with this tent, but it's crooked. And I was in such a hunger rage that I didn't bother fixing it. So yeah, this is my nature hike 1-up. Had it for many years, and I've always loved it. But now I'm starting to get a bit confused. Fix this. It's gonna be wet in the morning with the condensation. And I brought a little tarp to put underneath. Even though it comes with a comes with its own footprint. That's it. Inside I've got my Mech Reactor 3.8. I think it's got an R rating of 3.8, and I was worried about it since the temperatures are going -110 kind of Celsius situation. So it's last night was very, very cold, but I did not feel cold coming from underneath me. I decided on this versus my winter one because there's just no space. I knew the ground hadn't yet frozen completely. I figured I could get away with this, and I did. I brought my fleece liner, folded it in half. I got that trick, I guess you can call it a trick, from the guy, Frozen, that I follow, doing the PCT. Helps your important parts like your back and your glutes, but it's just where I need it to be to keep those areas warm. And if I need it for anything else, which I didn't last night, then I can always use it a different way. This is a 20-degree or -8 sleeping bag, and I've had it for a few years, used it a bunch of times. It's still working. I was very surprised because it's a very thin, weird feeling fabric, but it worked. I stayed warm last night minus my toes, which even after putting this gray sweater and 2 pairs of wool socks on, I still managed to be cold in my feet. Which brings me to my head. I brought a toque. Thank goodness I made that decision. I always wear a toque when I'm sleeping in the fall and the winter because so much heat comes out of your head. Because the condensation is a lot higher in fall and winter camping, which I also do a lot of winter camping, I put that towel, single ply, over my face because you shouldn't put your face in your sleeping bag when you're sleeping, as much as it feels so good. I used to switch ends and put my head down here when it was winter camping. And one night, that's fine, even though it does still get a little damp, and then the dampness will actually bring on more cold. I sometimes have issues with it over my face, but last night, it's like it wasn't even there. It was so amazing. And I take all of my electronics. This is all my pajamas and brought a pair of pajamas, few pairs of socks. That's basically all that's in here. Fleece pajamas and a fleece sweater, which I wore as well last night. And I was still I wasn't warm, I wasn't freezing, but I wasn't warm. So yeah, I put my electronics in there and I sleep with my electronics, and I have quite a bit of electronics, but it didn't seem to get in the way last night. I just kind of moved them around just to keep them warm, and it will wreck your electronics. So sleep with them. My water filter, when it gets to be freezing, it's good to sleep with your water filter. But the problem is my water filter malfunctioned. It didn't work when I went to use it yesterday. I did bring my backup, so I've been using my tabs to filter my water. That's definitely not a first choice, and I don't think that I will be getting this water filter again. It didn't even last me like 20 liters in the summer and it died. Like the filter before that died really quickly. I think it's a beef-free that you squeeze it into the thing, but those filters are garbage. They don't last. And yeah, well, I'm gonna send you a cheers. I have my wine. Cheers. All right, day 2 has been completed. I continued my counterclockwise journey down the 3 kilometers of the Tracey Lake Trail, crossed the road, and then started the Bennett Brook 7-kilometer journey, which included those water crossings and going up that hill. I then went about 1 kilometer west of where that yellow dot is to set up camp at CM2. You might want to just kind of pick away the leaves so they don't catch fire. It's always good when you come in to kind of clean up the fire area because it can be a dangerous spot. Have a good night, everybody. I'm over and out. Oh,